siege of Minas Ithil must be fought on the front lines, and beyond. The raiding parties will destabilize Sauron's forces.
Oh, how they love the darkness.
Soon they will drown in my light. Carl.
Don't mind a word. Just mind the Oi! There's the ranger!
This artifact, a chunk of moonstone, was our last acquisition before the orcs came. A scout found it still smoldering out in the fields where it fell to earth from the moon overhead. I am far from superstitious, but even I wonder whether this bit of fallen moonstone was meant to serve as an ill omen for the disaster that followed.
An ill omen from the skies.
Minas Ithil was doomed long before this moonstone fell to earth.
Fix something.
Some orcs are self-styled marauders who crave riches more than other orcs. Greed, not bloodlust, motivates them, and unlike most other orcs, they wear jewelry such as this ring to mark their status. We obtained this ring from a dead marauder, so we've no idea of its history, though it seems Númenorian. If only we knew where the marauders find treasures like this ring. There's so much we could learn.
A ring of Númenor.
And a well-crafted one, by the standards of men.
These are weapons, not
after all.
Did you hear that? You won't get me.
Gondor's preferred order of battle with variations is a chart depicting how an army should be organized, from the frontline infantry to the cooks and teamsters in the rear. Whenever I study it, I'm amazed at what it takes to send an army to war. Details down to the number of cobblers and farriers for each column of soldiers. Such matters of supply seem mundane, until you're under siege, desperately fighting on quarter rations. Then, you're eager to pay attention to logistics.
The structure of Gondor's army, from general to foot soldier.
A structure the orcs will cast down the moment they set foot in Gondor.
Someone before they know you're there. It's the Targ! Kill him! You won't slip away! He's blundered over here! This is the end! Filthy! Beautiful! I am your son! To save you! He's returned! Keep him off balance! Yeah, that's how it's done! Did I just hear something?
Minas Ithil never had the grand dramas and pageantry of Minas Tirith itself, but we had simple arts like music to give us the solace of home. When all around us lies in shadow, a simple folk song or pleasing dance was a ray of sunshine. I wonder if such music will ever be heard again.
You know, I'd always meant to learn the lute.
Your hands aren't meant for music, Talion. They have a more serious purpose.
There! The car! Something just moved over there! I got talents here going to waste. The orders come from the Overlord. He wants to make sure we never lose his fortress, no matter just the winds. What I need's a worthy adversary. Sick of these soft targets.
The Sea of Nirn is home to beasts we can scarcely comprehend, but from time to time, clues about their existence wash up on the shore. Our patrols found this fossilized squidbeak years ago. If it is proportional to the smaller squids that fishermen sometimes catch, the sea creature would be several 100 feet long. Such a monster is the stuff of nightmares, proof that this world hides horrors far worse than the orcs.
What a beast this must have been.
And I doubt it was the last of its kind.
By reading the history and peoples of Gondor, every child receives countless lessons in our realm's history, our kings and heroes, our battles and triumphs. Doubly so for those of us who grew up on Gondor's frontiers. The teachers meant well. They were trying to inspire us. But all the tales of Gondor remind us how exposed we were to the threat of Mordor.
Gondor's history. Triumph in one chapter, despair in the next.
Concern yourself with the chapter yet unwritten.
Did you hear that? One of the buildings Something stop! No, I'm going! There! Up there! Find the Grave Walker! He's back! Submit! Oh! Did you see that? I think it was just
I flew from ruin and made a home for myself in the caves. I was here before the first stone of Barad-dûr, and I will survive its fall. I've come to enjoy the darkness. My brood has grown. They extend my reach to Mirkwood and beyond. They bring me gifts, as others have. In this way, I will remain Shield, become the last of my kind.
She wishes an empire of her own.
I sense she has had her fill of empire building.
Again tonight? You all on a spit? Or in your suit?
Nothing.
Darkness. What was that? Did you hear? That's the right. The rage is over here! Chop him from behind! What was that noise? Ah, there! Cross blades with me!
The last king of Gondor, Eonar, challenged the Witch King himself in the heart of Angmar. Armored for war, not ceremony, he left his crown behind when he rode to his fate. We hold it in trust for the day when a king of Gondor will return to wear it, though we need a future king with enough sense not to confront the Witch King alone.
This crown is worthy of a king.
Ah, but your people have spurned their kings, have they not?
Someone's sneaking about.
Fuin.
Lights tracks round here recently. There he is! After him!
The The elves esteem delicate finery in all their arts, and the crystals in this artifact glow softly, even in a pitch-black room. I know this firsthand because I'd often sneak into the Great Hall and read by crystal light when everyone thought I was safely in bed.
Finest crystal found in roughest Mordor. Fascinating.
Surprised the orcs didn't smash it just to hear the sound.
The man said he must be running low on food. This about stealing.
He called me his pet, and I indulged him. He praised my hunger, though he called it passion. We were as one. Now I live in darkness at the edges of his empire. I explore the web of fate, a silent witness to his growing power, his everlasting dominion. It is time for me to come into the light.
A spider always lies in wait.
But for what?
Who taught you that? Somebody's sneaking around. Where is he?
When the sun rises, the shadows must retreat, fleeing in fear from the fires of doom. The night never knew that its end was fleet, as a bright lord bears beacons of flame. The sun rises, yes, but from the west it shines, marching e'er eastward, e'er eternal, e'er bright.
All this bother just so the boss... Stop and fuck!
I chose the form of a spider because I wanted to walk the web of fate, to weave its strands. The Dark Lord chose something.
From the beginning, Sauron was a creature built for war.
Then it falls upon us to undo him. We should return to Minas Ithil.
The battle will not be won on the front lines alone.
Through your target! Never stop short! Did you hear that?
Abrownie! You can't have run out of orcs in the city.
There are a few left, but we're hunting one in particular. The last bodyguard of the war chief leading the siege.
I think we're after the same orc, and the way to a war chief is through his bodyguards.
You sound like you've had some experience in this.
I've had enough.
I'll follow your lead.
Soon I'll be testers. Yeah, soon we will all be tested.
With regards from Gondor.
Someone killed the assassin. Well, he was a laugh when he was in his pub.
Let's join your forest brothers.
The assault on the middle city was glorious. I love seeing those pigskins in terror. That's when you know you've had a good day.
This is from Minas Tirith.
That was under someone's control. Yeah, got to be, right? Say that us orcs are just the twisted shadows of elves, created by Sauron to mock them. I ain't no elf. Wolsey's dead.
For Gondor.
Are those Hellhawks? Nah, just clouds.
Zune.
Softskins deliver themselves straight to me! Let's have some fun!
I almost feel sorry for the war chief we're hunting. He'll be lonely without his bodyguards.
He'll join them soon enough.
The war chief Abrownie seeks is just one of many, and they will continue their attacks.
Then our path is clear. We have to kill them all, and we'll need help from the Gondorians to do it. Shelob's visions will reveal our path.
We must tread carefully, Italian. You put too much faith in the spider. She only shows you what she wants.
Then tell me what you wish to see.
Nina's evil still standing.
All was so selfless. Nothing more. We saw some troubling things last time, didn't we?
I want to know my fate with the Nazgul.
Be careful what you ask for, Ranger. With prophecy comes torment.
We take the city at dawn! Submit to your destiny.
I know what you fear, Talion. Shelob's vision is not cast in stone.
The Witch King.
It is the power of domination. The ring can enslave the minds of men.
What can be done?
Sacrifices must be made, and many will be lost. But we must hold to our purpose, no matter what the cost.
Lives can be saved. If the war chief from my vision is the same one Abrownie and his men are hunting, they will need help.
One war chief makes little difference.
Right now, this one war chief is the most immediate threat to Minas Ithil. I will not stand by while Abrownie and his men risk... Abrownie, I'm here to help. This war chief you're after, he's not one to be taken lightly.
We've brought down war chiefs before, Ranger. But I won't turn down an extra sword.
And we shall take him down together. I'll take out his archers first. Your men move in after I've cleared the path.
I wish I was with the siege beast crews. Crossed by a boulder.
We usually work alone. I hope the aim of these Gondorian archers is true. Otherwise, we'll be dodging friendly arrows.
They're experienced soldiers. They'll do their part.
Elven archer would be worth 3 Gondorian archers.
Really? Only 3? Underestimate men fighting to protect their home.
This is not their home. That's the last of the archers.
Now let's get to a vantage point. Time to signal Abrownie's men.
Ah, the lovely smell of man's here. Nothing is sweeter. Together, we will crush their defenses and grind them to dust. Together, as captains and war chief united, we will have victory. Together, we take the city at dawn! Set them ablaze! For Gondor!
Now is the time to strike.
You must be the fool who killed my bodyguards. You only delay the inevitable. The blood of man-swine will flow into my belly today, and I'll drink yours first. I'm gonna bathe in your blood and swim in your entrails. Get him before he runs!
I'd say we're even. A good hunt. Less so for the war chief.
And his archers. We should go hunting again.
It would be my pleasure.
So, Talion, did we make a difference?
We cannot see all ends. We must return to Shelob.
The only reason to go back is for my ring.
Enough! This is about more than your ring. Or you! Her sight may be what saves us all.
Be wary, Talion. You trust her too easily.
I cannot ignore what she has shown me. Shelob can reveal Sauron's weakness. We need her.
But at what cost?
An intruder! Come back, man-filth! Where'd the talk go?
Shelob can help us weaken Sauron's forces.
She is skilled at using the truth to weave her lies.
I've come to see more.
I know.
If you can see Sauron's fate, tell us his weakness, so we may defeat him.
Your vision is limited. I would love nothing more than to see his torment. To see him beg before me. But my gaze is fixed upon the fate of Middle-earth.
Return what you have stolen from me, and I will bring Sauron to you in chains.
Why would I do that, Ringmaker? You and Sauron are one.
Is this what you seek? Vagaries and riddles? She is not our ally.
Certainly not yours. Come, Talia. See through my eyes, see through my eyes.
Their defeat comes from within.
Ethel House is a traitor. But who?
Do you doubt her?
Her visions have come to pass. You and I have both seen it.
And Minas Ithil is fighting a war on two sides.
Wait, Bright Master! We knows how you can find the traitor.
Take us to him.
A war chief speaks to him through a messenger. We can choose you the messenger. Look there. Do you see? The Dark Mistress offers her little ones a nest filled with her children. Wake them and sees what they do. Just a deep, deep sleep. They will come back when no one sees and take the horses back to the Dark Mistress so he can gobble them up.
A wretched fate.
What brings terror to our enemies is valuable to us.
Come, the messenger is near. There! That's the messenger! Follow him, and he will lead you to his master.
We'll take it from here. Stay out of sight, Gollum.
Look at that glob run! Out of the way! I'm on important business. Go to see the man-breaker. Just met with a traitor, so I had valuable information for him. Ghost!
I know what it is to die and rise again. Necromancers haven't let me rest for the last 1,000 years. So come, boy, and let me teach you what it really means to die.
Weakness! something there! Can't hide from me.
Manbreaker! The Gravelogger is here. He's after me. I didn't tell him anything about the traitor. I'll swear.
How many times have I told you all? Never speak of the traitor openly! Let this miserable dead glob be an example to the rest of you! The next maggot to even whisper the word traitor around me will get worse! Darkness consumes!
I suppose you're here because of the little turncoat I have in Minas Ethel. And you won't learn anything from me.
You will fall! Here we go!
Show me who's worthy!
You think I forgot that one? Submit to me!
Disruptions have not gone unnoticed, Ranger. You should test my patience. Soon, I will test you.
This is the work of the Witch King. He taunts us.
We must get my ring back.
And we will. But first we have to deal with the traitor within Minas Ethel.
Tell him, true avenger, that bloodthirsty killer. Fights through the orcs, cuts off ugly heads, he plays with their brains, makes mince of their faces.
He has his uses. With my ring, I could have stopped that from happening. We must get it back.
And we will. But first we must deal with the traitor within Minas Ithil.
When Aenar didn't return from his confrontation with the Witch King, word of his fall spread like wildfire across Gondor. The Witch King's forces were regrouping, rapidly seizing lands once under Aenar's rule. Ruling steward of Gondor, Mardil, never reached their destinations. We know those lost Gondorians will never claim their letters, as I sent on my father's behalf.
You are not tempted to read the letters?
No need. I know the heart of my people, so I know what they say.
In the Great Hall of Minas Ithil, we didn't just safeguard the treasures of our past, we kept our present there as well, an archive of all our official correspondence with the capital. I used to file away missives from Minas Tirith after my father had read them. This was a weekly task at first, but as our surroundings grew more dangerous, scrolls like this one became more rare. I wonder whether there were promises of aid that the orcs intercepted, plans for relief that we never saw.
The workings of government reduced to parchment.
Minas Ithil didn't need parchment. It needed reinforcements.
This pipe is purported to be the creation of hobbits, a sort of halfling that lives beyond our reckoning in the north. I wonder at the strange notion of full-grown adults who scarcely reach my waist in height. But after what I've seen in Mordor, a hobbit would be a welcome sort of strange. Though I don't think a hobbit would last long in Mordor.
The Witch King will try to weaken us.
Yes, he will try to draw us out.
The Uruks have sent a messenger.
We cannot trust the mouths of Sauron.
The Orcs' numbers have swelled beyond count.
They're preparing for another push.
No one has seen your father since the last battle. I have men looking for him. What new devilry is this?
The Witch King himself comes to negotiate.
My father's blade!
My orcs have your general. Send out the Ranger of the Black Gate to die at the hands of my champion. And upon his defeat, your leader will be returned. Refuse, and all that is flesh shall suffer. I come for you, Town of Gondor.
You understand?
That the Uruks are incapable of mercy? That my father may already be dead?
Ignore their taunts. We mustn't allow them.
The Uruks love spectacle. If we can distract them in the arena, we can sneak into their camp and find my father. Can I ask this of you?
Give them a show to remember.
Try not to kill him too quickly.
They seem to like their champion's chances. And it must be said, he has size on his side.
True. But you and I have him outnumbered.
Welcome to the arena, man swine. The crowd screams for bloody spectacle, and you will give it to them. Keep him on! I'm fast as a basilisk. I have failed the Dark Lord, but his designs are unaltered. He has plans for your city, man-filth, and plans indeed for you.
Fought well. Too well. Idril needs more time.
Should I dance for them?
Were in a manner of speaking.
I came into this arena to fight Sauron's champion! I am still waiting!
I do like a good pit fight, but I was really starting to enjoy the siege. I can't wait to get back to it, but don't think that means I'll make this quick. glad you made it through my comrades, because that means I receive the honor of killing you. Not that it'll take much to do it.
Never! Try again, you blade! God is with me! Yeah! Hit it like that!
Any man who challenges me to a fight deserves respect. But we don't always get what we deserve. Sometimes we get agony instead. First fight feels a long time ago, all the way back in Udun. And now look at us. Lots of eyeballs on our little scrap. It's enough to give one a little spasm of excitement, isn't it? So close to satisfaction. You can't stop fighting now.
You like guns with me? Yes, do it again! Feel the sweet!
Can you see, Ranger? Minas Ethel crumbles. Minas Morgul rises in its place.
Any man who challenges me to a fight deserves respect. But we don't always get what we deserve. Sometimes we get agony instead.
Rookdoog.
Feels a long time ago, all the way back in Udun. And now look at us.
Lots of eyeballs on our little scrap. It's enough to give one a little spasm of excitement, isn't it? Jollies yet. Get up so I can have my bloody jollies. Feel the sweet poison. Die! I'll snap your bow. I wanted to kill you so badly, but my lust for your blood wasn't nearly as strong as yours for mine.
I have upheld my end of the bargain! And your champion has upheld his! For fighting this pitiful enemy, the Dark Lord promised mercy! Gaze now upon the Bright Lord! I make no such offer! Run! Run! Run to your master and give him this message! I come for him!
Let us hope Idril found her father.
All that matters is the Palantir. It cannot fall into the Witch King's hands.
I wonder if the elves have mundane objects as we do, for even their common containers and vessels seem uncommonly fine. This artifact was once part of a table setting given as a gift centuries ago. The other parts were broken when one of Mordor's many ground tremors knocked them off a shelf. How I wish my predecessors had saved the broken shards. That's a puzzle I'd like to reassemble. Elven things deserve to last.
What sort of feasts do the elves have?
Stately affairs, not as raucous as orcs or men.
We Gondorians called Minas Ithil home, but we cannot claim to have built it. That honor belongs to exiles from the fabled realm of Numenor beyond the sundering seas. Wondrous architects, they fashioned this city of marble to reflect the moonlight and glow with an inner warmth. But the city's beauty and light drew the ire of the Witch King, who has long sought revenge on Gondor.
Numenorians' knack for towers rivals the elves.
Who do you think taught them? They were but precocious students.
City's nearly ruined.
We're gonna have to clean all that up.
Keep an eye on the strikers landing in the ruins. You know I will. Killing cowards
Gondorian folktales abound with drakes, lesser versions of the great dragons who supposedly slumber under the earth. Yet here in Mordor, I've seen them with my own eyes, though from a safe distance, and they are nothing like the storybooks say. They are lethal hunters of the air, rapacious and cruel, apt to torment their prey before eating it. This scale, taken from a drake carcass we found in a ground cave, gives some sense of their size, and how strong they must be to carry such weight aloft.
Scale of a drake or a full-fledged dragon?
Certainly a drake. Dragons take better care of their scales.
Father always said, a proper war banner has two roles, to direct and to inspire. In the chaos of battle, he'd say, you won't march wrong if you keep your flag in sight. Now the orcs have cast down our banners, but Gondor's flag still inspires, even if I see it only in my mind's eye. So long as one Gondorian lives, the white tree still stands tall.
The flag of our people. Long may it fly.
Concern yourself more with the towers it's flying from.
The Red Arrow is one of Gondor's most treasured symbols, though few know just what it symbolizes. When our need is dire, we can present the arrow to the men of Rohan, and they are bound by ancient pact to ride to our aid. We should have used it in the early days of the siege, but the orcs encircled us so quickly, and Rohan is too far away.
I wonder whether Rohan would honor this arrow if they saw it.
Difficult to say. Men have short memories, and shorter still in a crisis.
The orcs are obsessed with rings, more so than coins or jewelry of equal value. They snatch them from prisoners immediately, and what happens to these rings is anyone's guess. We rarely find orcs actually wearing them.
A fine ring, but I gather it's an ordinary one.
Ha! Scarcely worth the same name as the ring we created.
Gondor has faced the Witch King before, and he's had a vendetta against Minas Ithil ever since. This coin depicts the victor, Eärnur, last king of Gondor. Generations ago, Eärnur led an army that routed the Witch King and sent his army fleeing to Angmar. But our victory turned hollow when our king grew prideful. The Witch King challenged Eärnur to single combat, and Eärnur rode eastward from Minas Tirith, never to be seen again. It takes a nation to defeat such evil, not just one man.
Eärnur. He who fought the Witch King.
Twice, because he did not finish the task the first time.
Each city in Gondor administers its own justice in all but the most important cases. And in my lifetime, we've always handled legal matters in Minas Ithil. When I was a girl, I recall my father being much occupied with mercantile disputes and other legal affairs. Then the orcs came, and matters of justice yielded to matters of survival.
The gavel. Always seemed an odd symbol for justice.
What is justice, if not a hammer to beat down the proud nail?